Hi, my name is Amber. Welcome back to my channel, Books and Beaches. So we are getting closer. It's actually next week to Thanksgiving. And I thought what a perfect time it would be to make a video, obviously, of all of the booktubers that I am thankful for. These are people that have either inspired my channel, people I've gotten a chance to meet, people I'm just thankful for their videos, kind of all of the above. So I wanted to give them an extra special shout out, especially at this time of year where we're all kind of coming together and being thankful. So let's jump in. Now I have my notes down here, so forgive me if I'm looking down. But first to start off, pretty easy. That's Sarah at Sarah's Nightstand. I'll make sure I'm linking all these below. I got the opportunity back in September to meet Sarah after, I don't know, I've been watching her for the last couple years, and she is such a sweet human being, and I am so thankful I got a chance to meet her down in Madison, and I really enjoy her recommendations. Now, do I read all the fantasy reads that she reads? No, but I truly appreciate her opinion and her insight on her books, and I love hearing about where their family goes because they are a military family. So, love Sarah. We'll continue to watch her for as long as she decides to make videos, just like anybody on this list. Next up, another wonderful soul, Amanda at the Curly Reader. I so enjoyed my time meeting Amanda. I got to meet her at the same time I met Sarah, and I am looking forward to seeing her soon because Amanda lives in Minnesota, so it's a little bit closer to me, and she is just one of a kind. I love her book recommendations, and I love her as a person. She is so funny. And if you are looking for some good middle grade recommendations, I think Amanda is your girl, along with, I'm discovering, historical fiction. So if you're looking for some of those, definitely check Amanda out. She is a pleasure to watch. And finally, to round out the girls that I did get to meet in September, I would be hard-pressed to not mention Krista at Books and Jams. I obviously have been watching Krista about as long as I've been watching Sarah and Amanda, and I am so thankful I got to meet Krista in person. She is so wonderful, such a kind heart, and I am so glad I got to connect with her. And once again, we don't always read the same things. We kind of have very different reading tastes, but I love watching her vlogs. She has such cool adventures, and I am so jealous of her vlogging skills. I am not that good yet. She is so good at it, and I look forward to that because I know there's a new one coming every week. So if you're interested in that kind of content, go check out Krista. My next person, and I bet if I gave you a clue, you could guess who it is. If I said dark and messed up people doing dark and messed up things, would you think of Audrey at Chapter and Converse? I love Audrey, and I love watching Audrey because I think most of my thriller recommendations come from her, which is great and bad at the same time considering I'm running out of room. But I love watching Audrey. I love her perspective on thrillers, and I love her phrase, dark and messed up people doing dark and messed up things. So if you're looking for some of those good recommendations, please go check out Audrey. She is awesome. The next couple of people I actually got to meet during the Booktube Besties online retreat that they had back in August. And I was so excited to see other people that had channels and just more people that I could add to like my Booktube watching world, because if I'm not reading, I'm watching YouTube. So if that tells you anything. And the first one is Mitzi from Mitzi Reads and Writes. I purely watch Mitzi because I love her Southern accent. I think it is like the coolest thing ever. And I don't even read a lot of the same things as her. She has an amazing classics collection. And I think she did like Victober and the Montgomery Challenge, I think, right now. And it's nothing that I would be interested in reading. That's just not my thing. But I just love listening to her so much. I think I'll watch any video she puts out. So please go check her out. It seems like a wonderful soul. Another person that I got to follow after that retreat was Vicky at Vicky's Book Nook. And this is another girl that has some amazing like thriller and horror recommendations. I have yet to try Stephen King. I know that's one of Vicky's favorites, and I might get there. She had a great feature on him during the week of his birthday. I'll get there. I'm gonna get there at some point, but I don't think you could ever get me to read it because I don't do clowns. But I love watching Vicky, and I highly suggest, like any of these other ones, you go check her out. And then one more person that I did get to meet, well, virtually, I believe, I could be wrong, was Gloria from Gloria Z Thompson. And she has some amazing recommendations as well. And I think Gloria's reading habits are really interesting because she kind of reads a variety of things. I've loved lately some of her nonfiction recommendations and her historical fiction recommendations. And she's just got this like very calming presence about her in her videos, which I love to watch. So definitely check her out. One of the very first booktubers that I started watching after a couple of those first people I mentioned was Heather at Bookables, and I love her content. I think I might have found her after looking up some Gilmore Girls stuff, because I know she's really big into Gilmore Girls. I think she's even running like the Gilmore Girls-a-thon or reading-a-thon, but she just got some great content. She's done some really cool things. Like I remember watching her, she like ranked different books in different categories, and which is just really interesting to see. So I enjoy her content, and her kids are adorable. She does a lot of vlogs with them in it, so just a really neat channel to check out. Another wonderful human being that I know is not currently filming on YouTube, but she is pretty active on Bookstagram, and that's Katie from Life Between Words. Amazing, amazing, amazing person that I got to meet, and I am looking forward to seeing her in person again soon. She's actually local-ish to me. She's from the Madison area, and I just loved getting to know Katie. And although she's not on YouTube right now, I definitely think you should check out her content on Instagram. Some of her reels that she shares are so funny, and I give her credit because I could never create a reel. I might be able to sit here in front of my camera and record, but I don't know if I could do the whole reels thing. So way to go, Katie. Another person that I have yet to meet, nothing like that. I actually stumbled upon her channel because I was looking for a quick like recap slash like spoilerly, I'm making up my own words here, video on the Inheritance Game series, because I read books 1 and 2 so quickly. So when the third one came out earlier this year, I needed to like refresh myself, and that was Meghan at Meghan Gaddis. I'm so apologizing if I'm pronouncing her name wrong, but she did this amazing review of the Inheritance Game series, and then I think she ended up filming like a spoiler vlog of the final gambit. But I'm so thankful I found her channel because she's hilarious. I love her style. She's just like, you can just tell she's like her true self. Like, she doesn't hold anything back. Now, if you don't like language, watch out, because she kind of just lets it fly. But that's what I like about her. Her filming style is so fun, and she's got some great book recommendations. I really like kind of the genres that she reads in, and I've just really enjoyed her content. I know she's a smaller channel, but I'm looking forward to seeing what else she comes out with. And last, but certainly not least, and I am sure many of you are wondering where this mention is, that is my dear friend Lindsey at Lindsey's Little Library. I am so fortunate to call Lindsey a true real life in-person friend. She so kindly welcomed me into our book club when my friend Nicole brought me, and I am so thankful for the person that Lindsey is in my life. I'm just so thankful for the friendship that we have, and yeah, just she's the person that inspired me to put together my channel, and she's the one I turn to when I have questions, or I'm frustrated, or I'm just trying to figure out how things on YouTube work. So there would be no way I could make a Booktubers I'm Thankful For video without mentioning Lindsey, which is why I saved her for last. And I do have one last little special mention, and this isn't necessarily a booktuber I'm thankful for, but this is a subscriber I am thankful for. And for those of you that have been around since this summer, you may have remember one of my vlogs, where I gave a shout out. And so my most thankful subscriber shout out would still go to my Uncle Steve, who, although I know he is not the biggest reader, I know he's watching my videos, and I could not be more thankful for that. So that is my final thankful shout out in this video. I hope that you go and check out some of these amazing creators. They are so inspiring to me, and I love watching their content. I would still watch their content even if I myself wasn't on YouTube, and they're half the reason why most of these books back here exist. So if you have any other booktubers you think I should check out, please link them in the comments below. I cannot wait to get some more things to add to my to watch list. As always, thank you for joining me today. If you liked this video, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.